What you're about to experience is a combination of my ideas and a collection of images to take you on a journey that I call Skywalking 101. I'm going to uncover how it is that we are connected to the cosmos and how it is that mankind has forever celebrated his awe of life through the arts and sciences. Hi there, my name is Wynn Wolfe. I've written something and put a bunch of pictures to it. It's called Skywalking 101. I'm an artist. I steal from the rich and give to the poor. The very first picture that you're looking at here is an altocumulus lenticular cloud. Very exciting to look at. Pretty. Feels like skywalking. As an artist, I've always enjoyed American cartoonist Rube Goldberg because his artwork consistently looked like he was always having a good time. He had a good time inventing complex machines that perform simple tasks like this one, called the self-operating napkin, or his automatic back scratcher, each with their alphabetic instructions. Well, my artwork is similar. It's my joy in life to invent instructive visual sequences centered on a simple idea. What follows on this particular cyberspace canvas is a picture of the simple and long-held universal idea of skywalking. As an artist, my palette used to look like this, but in these Google Yahoo days, my desktop screen and dock now serve as my palette. They're always in flux, filled with a variety of choices, menus, files, icons, thumbnails, and bookmarks, ideas and wordplay held in text edits, and saved images in Photoshop or iPhoto or whatever it is. I mix colorful universal ideas and images, blending and adding the arts to the sciences, attempting to bridge gaps between them with a lifetime of varied reading. Fact and theory is my work model. This type of creative activity is really the act of Googling oneself, your own database of experience. Here's an image to help you start thinking about skywalking. This particular painting is titled Starry Night over the Rhone, 1888. It came out of Vincent van Gogh's palette. There were several different Starry Night paintings by him. Oddly enough, in this picture, we see two people watching someone rising, possibly to the occasion of that person's first lesson in skywalking. Look down into the right-hand corner. This couple looking up reminds me of the last lines from Walt Whitman's poem, The Learned Astronomer. Till rising and gliding out, I wandered off by myself in the mystical, moist night air and looked up in perfect silence at the stars. Skywalking 101 was inspired by how GPS receivers work. An article by Tom Harris and Marshall Brain, written in November of 2006. It was on the website howstuffworks.com. When most people talk about GPS, they mistakenly mean GPS receiver. In fact, the GPS, Global Positioning System, is actually a constellation of 27 GPS satellites in orbit, like this one you're looking at now, about 12,000 miles out from the Earth. 24 are operative, and the other 3 are for backup. Actually, receivers with their GPS-generated video maps are down here on the Earth. It dawned on me as I read this GPS article that human beings could be like a receiver, a simple crystal radio receiver. After all, when someone tells you how to get to their house, you, the receiver, can see a generated map with your mind's eye and project it into onto your imagination's display screen. And you follow it to get there. The crystal radio is also known as a crystal set. It's a very simple kind of radio receiver. In the 1920s and 30s, thousands of American households in America used this Quaker Oats box to build themselves a cheap crystal radio receiver. These simple radio receivers were made with just a few parts: an antenna wire, a tuning coil, a crystal detector, and earphones. It didn't need a battery or a power source, except the power received from radio waves. Interesting. So with a little imagination and using what's known in science as a fudge factor, which means invented variables, I started comparing the list of the above named parts in my mind to see how human beings could be like a crystal radio receiver. 1, radio waves and all others in the electromagnetic spectrum pass through us 24/7. 2, we are exquisitely wired. Just think about your nervous system and nervous fluids. 3, we're very capable of tuning into or picking up broadcast thoughts and sounds, and even writing a thought or a sound to untold distances, as you'll see in a moment. 4, the needed crystal for detection is already in place. Calcium phosphate crystals are found in teeth and bone. And 5, a pair of earphones are in place. The reason I chose this illustrative picture of a man and a woman by Linda Salzman Sagan, wife of astrophysicist Carl Sagan at the time, is because it is the modern classic drawing symbolizing our humankind skywalking in the cosmos. It's etched into a gold anodized plaque that is attached to the spacecrafts Pioneers 10 and 11 for all in the cosmos to see. The first plaque was launched with Pioneer 10 on March 2nd, 1972. And the second followed with Pioneer 11 on April 5th, 1973. Both spacecraft have now left our solar system. That's skywalking. So with a good measure of artistic intent and a sense of playfulness, I'll launch the idea that a human being is like a crystal radio receiver, and of course, so much more.